Hello everyone and welcome to Springford Area School District. Tonight, the Rams hosting the Warriors in girls basketball. It's going to be a good one. The Rams 12-2 on the season, the Warriors 12-3. Both have great defenses. Brandon, what's in store for us tonight with the Warriors?
Well, the Warriors 12-3 on the season, as you said, riding a 3-game win streak. Person to look out for is a true freshman, Nicole Timko. Perimeter threat, the Rams have to spread it out, make sure she gets down low, not from outside.
Thank you, Brandon. And for the Rams?
Well, the Rams tonight, they're 12-2, 8-game win streak coming out of Arizona. Lucy Olson is their vocal point. She is a big threat to the Warriors, and they need to clamp her tonight.
As Brandon mentioned, this is going to be a great game, a defensive one, as Rams have the number 3 defense in the district and the Warriors fall in at number 10. Brandon, for the Rams to come out with a win tonight, what do they need to do on offense to pass that stifling Methacton defense?
Well, the thing I stress about all the time is ball movement. They need to work that ball down low, use their height to their advantage, and just get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I agree. Another big thing tonight to watch is going to be turnovers. Whoever can keep the ball secure tonight, I believe, will come out on top. We'll be back more for tip-off.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in! Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're here back for tip-off. Brandon, it's looking to be a good one.
It does. It should be a good one. A great defensive battle between these two teams.
Oh, yeah.
Top 10 in the district, both.
And here we go tonight. Your starters for the Methacton Warriors. Number 20, Sydney Tornetta. Number 22, Caroline Pelicano. Number 23, Sydney Hargrove. Number 24, Nicole Timko. And number 42, Abby Penjuk. Nicole Timko, as we mentioned in pregame, is one to watch tonight. Along with Abby Penjuk, those two lead this Methacton offense and defense.
Both are very big impact players. Now, if we start lineups now for the Springford Rams, number 3, Lucy Olson. Number 11, Emily Tiffin. Number 15, Ariana Magazzolo. Number 30, Skylar Sullivan. And number 40, Cassie Marty. Big starting lineup for the Rams. Like I said, the height mismatch going to be a big, big thing for the Rams tonight.
Oh, yeah. Lucy Olson has been a monster on offense and defense all season for the Rams this year. She is that player that is going to be making plays and creating opportunities for the Rams tonight.
She is that difference maker for the Rams, and she is, just like I said, the vocal point for this team.
And her sidekick, number 11, Emily Tifko, she does help too. You know, she makes this offense work as well.
She does. Great ball handler, gets the ball around.
Tonight, some keys for Springford, you know, as we mentioned, ball security, and you've got to just communicate. I feel like communication is always something that we bring up, but it's such an important role in helping the Rams win.
That's true. That great communication leads to great ball movement. Ball movement leads to great scoring by both sides, and the Rams, they got to execute on that tonight to win this game.
As we await tip-off, what do you think is going to be the key for the Rams to hold Methacton?
The key is to just outplay them on the defensive end. Both teams we know are great at defense. I think they both just need to play great defense all around tonight, and whoever the better defense is, that's the team that's going to win tonight.
The last time the Springford Rams and the Methacton Warriors met up, it was a good one. You know, these were two pack contending teams, excuse me. Last time they met, Lucy Olson shot 41.7% from the field.
Looking at this now is that Sydney Hargrove shot 43%. The entire game was the vocal point, 3 for 7 on the day.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's tip-off. Methacton wins the tip. Tornetta getting that one for the Warriors. And here we go.
Let's see how Springford opens up this game, how intense that defense is going to be.
Penjuk picking up her dribble, in trouble, manages to get it away. Hargrove drives, but is denied, and Sullivan will take the ball up the court for the Rams.
The tempo already looking to be in favor of Springford controlling that ball.
Marty opens up the scoring.
That is her
tonight.
spot. She is what we like to call the corner specialist. That is just her sweet spot in the corner. She will hit that almost all the time.
It is so pretty to watch. She just pulls up from that corner, makes it, and this is another thing here we mentioned. Marty misses the layup. However, the Warriors have been very bad this season with turnovers.
They have. Their number of turnovers, it's been very up, and that's just, despite how many wins they have, the turnovers are always a key in a game. And if you have a lot of turnovers, you're not going to win that game. But like I said, tonight for the Warriors, their key is just to keep the turnovers number low.
Methacton's defense keep themselves in the game, Brandon. You know, with a top 10 defense, but many turnovers on the season, their defense has been keeping them in the games this season.
That's very true. 10 in the district. Like I said earlier, a big accomplishment for the Warriors.
And the Rams jump out to a 4-0 start. Marty with a 3. And Tiffin with a free throw. Methacton looking to strike back. Passing the ball around the perimeter. Penjuk.
So let's see, they're trying to keep the ball on the perimeter. They're trying to keep the ball outside the paint. Like I said, that mismatch for the Rams. And here comes Timka. Like I said, that perimeter shooter, see what she can do.
She goes up, tries to lay it in, no good. And Olsen with the steal. Flips it to Marty, and Marty gets called for a travel. She knew it as soon as it happened.
That is what we like to call a brain fart. You think think the ball is going, you can dribble it, but you just sadly were not. You see the full court press to start the game for Springford. I actually like this idea. It could put pressure on the Warriors early.
Full court press proves no problem for Methacton as they manage to get it across the line. And they will set up their offense. Tornetta drives, lays it up, can't get it to fall.
It's a nice drive.
And the Rams leading 4-0 with 6:26 left to play. Marty with a short 3.
You don't see that very often from Marty. Rare miss from the corner.
Tornetta goes up and gets this one to fall.
Second time to charm for Tornetta.
Magazzolo has the ball tonight for the first time for the Rams. And she flips it to Marty. Decides not to pull up.
Thought about it.
Tiffin with the cross-court pass to Marty.
See, it looks like they're running a zone, I believe, a 3-2.
Tiffin with the 3. 7-2 Rams.
Great shot.
That's just a beautiful shot.
The rotation on the ball, you could tell that ball had to be going in.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Tiffin. You know, she's kind of like, I feel like the unsung hero of this Rams offense. You know, you hear about Olsen a lot, and you hear about Marty, but Tiffin is kind of that third person there.
Tiffin is the underrated player on this team. The scouting report says that, I mean, number-wise, she is great. And, you know, they focus more on Olsen and Marty, and, you know, leave Tiffin open. They're gonna regret it.
So you could call her a stat monster?
I would.
Penjuk with the ball for the Warriors. Finds Pelicano.
Trying to establish the post right there. Nice backdoor cut.
Oh, Magazzolo getting called for a foul, however. It will be a shooting foul. And Tornetta will head to the line for the Warriors.
They were trying to establish the post with Hargrove. They just cannot get into her time, but a nice backdoor cut by Tornetta. Got the foul and maybe 2 from the line.
Missing the first. Comes up short. Brandon, how important do you think foul throws will be throughout this game as we come down the stretch?
Well, my friend, I believe they're called free throws, but that's okay.
We're
going to let that one go. That's okay. Free throws are extremely important. They're free points. I mean, it says it in the title. I understand the pressure is there, but the free throws, they're crucial in any game. And it looks like so far both teams missing some free throws. I think it's going to pay off in the end.
Tornetta can't get the second one either. And Sullivan with the defensive rebound for the Rams. Little give and go action from Marty and Olsen. And the Hudak gets fouled going to the rim, and she'll head to the line.
Just using her height to that advantage right there, leaning in, getting the contact. That's just, you couldn't draw it up any better right there. That was a perfect play by Hudak.
You mentioned that height disadvantage. Well, there you go. There it is.
That was it right there.
The Hudak gets the foul. And she lays the first one up and in.
Beautiful form.
Agreed. As Hudak gets one more. Score 8-2. The Rams leading the Warriors with 5:09 left to play. And Hudak hits the second. You know, as we mentioned, it has been a defensive 3 minutes here.
It has.
Only 9-2.
It's showing. I mean, both teams, they do put up a decent amount of points. That's great defense by Olsen. Both teams, great defensive teams, and honestly, pretty good offensive teams overall, despite the turnovers by both sides. But so far, a low-scoring game by both teams.
Penjuk to inbound the ball for the Warriors. The Rams with some good defense. Sullivan pokes that one away. However, she touches it last, and the Warriors will retain possession.
Like I said earlier, I like this full court press. Put the pressure on a Warriors team that struggles with turnovers this year, and I think this is a genius plan by the Rams to start off this game, putting pressure on the ball.
Timko with the ball, finds Tornetta. Tornetta drives, flips it under, and the Warriors can't lay it up and in. Olsen ends up with the ball in her hands, takes it down the floor for the Rams.
She commands that offense. You could tell, you just see the eyes just scanning the entire court, seeing where she wants to put the ball at.
It'd be interesting to see how the Rams draw up plays on offense tonight. We've already seen some pretty good plays, you know, finding that pick and roll, off the pick and roll, finding the person in the middle.
It looks like right now they're trying to establish the post with Hudak, but that's not something they can get the ball into her at the moment. Is this 3-2 zone seems to be working so far by Methacton. It looks like they've been switching it throughout, but the last couple possessions of 3-2, closing out the perimeter, which the Rams, a very good perimeter team, they're doing a good job so far, Methacton, I think.
With the 3-2 zone, though, there's gaps in the zone, so that's just one thing to be aware of for Methacton.
You gotta be aware of too for the Rams is that they gotta look out for those gaps.
Sullivan
exactly
finds
right there.
Hudak, and there she is.
You couldn't say it any better. Just that gap. They find Hudak in a split second. She gets the ball right in.
And, you know, if you're the Rams coming out, you couldn't have asked for a better start to this game. You're up 11-2 halfway through the first quarter. You're just dominating on offense and defense.
They're doing great. Like I said, Marty, first shot of the day, switches. Now the second one she did airball, but, you know, she got the first one to go. Overall, the defense, I think, they're pushing it out on the perimeter, preventing the deep threes, which we know Timko can hit. They're preventing the three-point shots, and they're making them force the ball down low. And just Methacton just not being able to finish at the rim, it's helping the Rams out a lot tonight.
Yeah, she's good up top in the middle, but down on the perimeter, if you can keep her down there, she has not proven to be well from there this season.
That's the key tonight for Springford. Just make them get the ball down low. No threes tonight.
Penjuk to inbound for the Warriors. She will find Timko, back to Penjuk. And the Rams again with this full court press. Seems to be working.
It's a nice trap that they're running. As you see, this is kind of a Villanova kind of trap. And that, right there, that's the point, is try to force that turnover. Like I said, the Villanova trap, I noticed that a lot when I watch the Cats play. That they run that trap, the two, they just squeeze into one player, make them force a bad pass.
As we just saw.
And exactly what we just saw.
Marty able to get another hand on it, and she has tipped 2 consecutive balls out of bounds.
I mean, she's had multiple tips tonight, and just quick hands. I think she can have a great night tonight on the defensive
Great defense. Methacton looking for some rhythm in their offense. And Marty with the steal. Marty getting blocked. However, she will head to the line for 2.
Like I just said, the quick hands of Marty forcing that steal, running the fast break, getting the foul. That's all you can ask for, honestly.
Yeah. It's a great defensive play.
It was.
She had a great series of defensive plays.
She had. I mean, like I said, the Rams in general, just great defensive team. And it shows top 3 in the district, number 3 in the district in defense. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Marty with no problem on the first one.
She seems so relaxed at the line right now. Just not feeling the pressure. 10-point lead right now. She looks relaxed.
And she will get the good bounce. The second one falls. Rams with the 13-2 lead as they pull out ahead early.
Nice friendly roll by the rim to help Marty out.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Honestly, those are the passes that Spring Forward wants Methacton to give.
Tornetta comes up short.
A little friendly fire right there.
And Timko going down for the Warriors.
Might have a little loose tooth right there. Tooth Fairy could be paying a visit, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll
right.
see.
Looks like she'll be okay.
Shake it off. That's just dedication.
She collides with her own player, and you know, that's just inevitable. It's going to happen in sports. It's an aggressive, fast-paced basketball game.
Yep.
These guys are just competitors. You know, they're going for the ball.
There it is.
And she pulls up, however, off her mark. Magazzolo with the double team, and she'll just fall on the ball. Jump ball. Possession arrow, Springford.
I mean, that was a perfect trap by Methacton right there. Just sadly enough, Springford had the jump ball, and now it's the Rams ball right now.
Magazzolo surveys, finds Marty in the corner for the three. No good. However, she gets the offensive rebound for herself.
If there's one thing that coaches stress is getting your own rebound and following your shot, and that's exactly what Marty did, and that helped out the Rams get a new possession.
Magazzolo going up. Gets hit. There's some contact, but no foul. And Penjuk with the rebound for the Warriors.
Look at that defense
Marty
right
with
there.
Great defense.
She's everywhere, all over her.
Marty forcing yet another Methacton turnover with the stellar defenses we've been talking about. You know, I feel like it's been a whole game for Marty.
I mean, she is, honestly, I'm seeing reminiscence of Kawhi Leonard from the NBA. I mean, Kawhi is amazing on defense. Right now, Marty just all up in Methacton's face every time the ball is right there. She is right there on the ball. It's just amazing to watch.
Allison Journey checks in for Magazzolo as she has the ball. Flips it out to Marty, who finds Sullivan in the corner. And the Rams looking to reset here. And they've all night have been trying to find penetration into the middle. Marty off her mark.
Ooh, risky pass right there. Olsen luckily getting the save. But Marty, they're showing that she's not afraid to shoot the ball tonight. I mean, she shot the ball multiple times. They're all clean shots. They're just, some are just not falling.
Olsen with the floater and gets it to lay in.
Lucy Olsen, what can we not say about her? I mean, she is just exceptional at basketball. Just a great ball player, and it's showing.
Sullivan able to get a finger on it. What a great athletic play there. You know, Brandon, this Rams team looks like a championship team.
They are looking, they're looking amazing at offensive end and defensive end. Like the saying goes, it's cliche, but it's true. Defense wins championships, and honestly, this team keeps playing defense like this. I could see them taking one this year.
Sullivan able to get a hand on it. And Olsen also bats it down. Rams end up with the ball, and Sullivan travel.
Feet were not set. Feet were still moving a little bit. Just thinking ahead of her feet, and just on the turnover. But like I said, the Methacton turnover number is just it constantly keeps going up, and we're only in the first quarter right now.
And I can see why their turnover number is so high. They haven't really been protecting that ball. As we mentioned, ball security will be a big factor in this game.
Sure.
And Hargrove puts up the first points for her tonight. 15-4 Rams lead with 1:12 left to play in the first.
That's what they've been trying to do, just establish her down low.
Marty, swish.
That was nothing but net on that shot by Marty. That was just a thing of beauty to watch. Like I said, the corner is her spot, and she's letting her know tonight that that's her place to shoot.
Oh, yeah. She's letting loose. This Rams defense has been suffocating for Methacton. As they have a 14-point lead with 45 seconds left. Travel on, I believe, who was that? I believe Timko. I believe Timko just drove to the net.
That may have been Penjuk.
May have been.
I believe that was Penjuk with the drive. She tried to do a little fake out to the perimeter, tried to fool the defense. However, took too many steps right there. And another turnover again for the Warriors.
Hudak flips to Olsen.
That's behind the back right there.
Olsen is blocked. Hudak gets up for it.
Great save.
And Coach Mickey McDaniel telling the offense to reset.
Run that clock out for the rest of the quarter to make this over. Just one more possession for the quarter and regroup for an overall amazing quarter by the Rams so far.
Olsen
Lots
trying to
of
go up the
contact.
floor,
Look
gets
at
her
that.
own rebound and lays it up and
Amazing.
in. Wow.
Lots of contact, follow the shot, puts it right back. A little self-alley-oop, I think you
That's
could
just
say.
beautiful. 20-4, the Rams lead. We'll be back with more second quarter action.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back for the second quarter. As we come back into this one, the Rams lead 20-4.
Overall, amazing first quarter by the Rams. Just the defense showing and just the shots for the Rams falling and the turnover number for the Warriors really hurting them tonight. Just
First
a lot
quarter
of
could not have gone better for the Rams.
couldn't say it better. That was amazing. See if they can do that in the second now.
Tornetta has the ball for the Warriors, as their offense has struggled to find rhythm all night long. Trying to get some action on the pick and roll.
Yeah,
Foul
little too handsy
on
right
the Rams.
there. A little too handsy by Sullivan.
And the Warriors will have the ball under their own under their own basket. Penjuk to inbound. Finds Timko.
So the thing the Rams are doing great tonight is preventing Timko from being able to pull up, because we know that she could do that very easily from outside the arc.
Great
preventing
defense
that.
from the Rams. And
Oh,
a
what a
block
swat.
by Olsen. Wow.
The fact of just not being able to finish at the rim tonight really hurt them.
We have both Olsens on the floor. Olivia Olsen has checked into the game. Gabs Allison Droney trying to pull up from three. However, she is off her mark. And Olsen will look to settle things down, and she drives.
Olsen, the action right there.
Finds Tiffin to Allison Droney. And Sullivan's wide open for three. No good.
It's a good look right there.
Warriors end up with the ball. There's that double team. And Timko, deep three off her mark.
Ooh. Some rare misses tonight from Timko. Really don't see her
That's
miss
an
those
unusual
shots.
miss from Timko.
Yeah, it is. It seems like she's a little off tonight.
Olivia Olsen. And Tiffin tries to lay it up and in. Hits Olsen in the face.
Olsen was not expecting that save right there by Tiffin. But a great save right there, just could not get it.
Tornetta for three.
Some
No good.
rare misses tonight by Methacton. You don't really see them miss these open shots. Just an off day tonight for them.
Allison Droney didn't set her feet.
Just another case of the mind being ahead of the feet. That's now twice for the Rams tonight. Let's just see if they can get rid of those before the end of this quarter.
Timko to inbound the ball for the Warriors. And Brandon, this has just been a beatdown by the Rams tonight, 20-4.
Honestly, unexpected in my eyes. I thought this game would be back and forth the entire game, but honestly, like I said,
Thought
at
it was
the
going to be a
beginning,
little, yeah.
after the first possession, I could tell Springford, they want this game more. And it's always the team that wants it more is the team that's going to win the game. And Springford, they're controlling the tempo. They want this win more than Methacton right now.
Penjuk putting on the moves, little razzle-dazzle there around Allison Droney. And Timko trying to find the lane, can't get it.
Trying to work that perimeter, trying to get it back in as a high for Methacton. And it works.
High off the glass and in. Pelicano. Olsen to take the ball up for the Rams. She crosses half court.
See what the Rams can do here in this possession, see if they get a basket.
The Rams working the ball around the key. Olsen
There it is.
to
What
Tiffin.
a find.
Beautiful.
What a find. Look at that. She was waiting for her to go back door.
Oh, what a mistake from the young freshman Tiffin.
True freshman there. She's just been a little off tonight. She just looks off tonight at all. I mean, that's an easy play you really shouldn't be making, and sadly, feet just crossed that line. You can't do that.
We'll be right back here after the timeout.
Patriotism. It inspires
Hey, John
passionate
Cena.
debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Springford has the ball under the Warriors' basket because Timko stepped out of bounds while inbounding the ball. So that's an automatic turnover.
There was.
And that's a killer.
It honestly was a killer. Maybe could have got the tempo right there. Oh.
Olsen in and out.
Clean
Can't
shot
get it to
right
fall. Penjuk looking to drive. Lays it off for Timko. And Allison
Ooh.
Droney with the steal. However, she is called for a foul.
She did have her left hand on the body of a Methacton Warrior. They're going to call that every time, whether or not that was a steal.
Now this Methacton offense has to get going, Brandon. 22-6, the Rams lead. 5:15 left to play in the second.
Oh yeah, just the passes tonight for Methacton. They're not good-looking passes right now, and they gotta fix that up really quick if they want to get back into this game.
Everything looks like a Hail Mary to me. You know, they're not really moving, or it's the Springford defense is suffocating. Penjuk for three, off her mark. Tiffin gets the rebound for the Rams, and she flies down the court, flips it out to Allison Droney. And the Rams with that quick ball movement.
That's the thing that really helps them out pretty much every game. It's just the quick passes and a great drive.
Allison Droney will head to the line for two. And that's just what you want to see. This Springford team is playing team basketball. They're playing well against one of the top defenses in the district.
If it's one thing that Coach McDaniel stresses is that it's ball movement, of course, and any coach will stress that. And the bank is open right there. But the one thing that a coach will always stress is just great ball movement. And the Rams tonight, they're putting it on display right now. Just the quick passes, not the long passes we're seeing from Methacton, but the quick, little short passes, creating gaps in the defense. It's working out for the Rams tonight.
The Hudak checks in for the Rams.
Maybe hoping to get an offensive rebound right here.
And Allison Droney made the first. Will look to hit the second. She cannot.
A little too strong on that.
And Hargrove ends up with the ball, finding Timko.
I can't say this anymore. The Rams are just doing a great job of preventing Timko from being able to shoot that. She's taken about, I say, 2 or 3 shots tonight. Just none are falling for it, and I think they're putting a hand in her face. You couldn't ask for any more by the Rams defense tonight.
That's just going to be the story of the night. The Rams defense. They are suffocating.
That was a little too much suffocation right there.
Tornetta will be fouled.
Took a little tumble right there.
Margarita, I don't know where I was going with that. Magazzolo checks in for Allison Droney.
Margarita,
I guess I was thinking of my Spanish final. Her
I
midterm.
guess so.
Penjuk with the quick turn and shoot.
It's a great rebound right there by Hargrove, going strong up with it, and now she's going to have 2 from the line now.
The Warriors need these free throws.
They do, and honestly, if the one thing they can maybe get in the game right now, if their shooting's not working, getting the fouls, getting on that free throw line.
In and out goes the first.
Story of the game, just the ball looking like it's going to go right in, and boom, bounces right out. That's been the story for
Methacton has
Methacton.
not been able to get lucky.
It's no luck for tonight
The
for the
rim
Warriors.
is not their friend. She gets the second one to fall. Swish. And Olsen Flips it to Magazzolo.
The quick offense, yep.
Finding Hudak inside, but all over the back.
Yep, they will call that 100% of the time as Hargrove going right over the back and getting called for the foul.
Magazzolo. Finds Hudak. Hudak stuck in the corner. That pass intercepted. And Tornetta lays it up and in, goes around Marty's block.
Marty, even though she was the lone Ram back there, overall I thought she did great not having a dumb foul, forcing an and-one. She played great defense. You know what? Can't do anything about that.
Magazzolo controls the ball for the Rams as they look to establish some offense. Marty taking a hard charge, and that's twice now that the Rams have coughed up the ball.
Like I said, I mean, yes, Methacton has a lot of turnovers every game. So do the Rams, and that does hurt the Rams a lot, and that could hurt them in the potential future come playoffs. If they're going to have some costly passes like that, that's going to hurt them.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in. Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
The Rams lead the Warriors 23-9 here in the second quarter with 3:30 left to play. Olsen will inbound to Magazzolo.
I think the Rams need to do right now, they need to just slow it down. They're trying to rush these passes, and the last two possessions have ended in turnovers. They want to change that right now.
They're falling into that Methacton trap of the up-tempo.
And it looks like now the defensive Methacton really coming out on display right now. As now 3 straight turnovers for the Rams.
Rams defense trying to cough up a turnover again.
And one right there. I believe that was Timko that got the and one. Was it Timko?
I don't believe the shot will count.
Did he not count it?
As the foul was called before the shot.
I believe it was. I think I just heard 1 and 1,
no,
if I'm correct.
It will be and one. It will be
and one, okay.
Pelicano at the line. And she makes a 3-point play. Possibility for 4. Oh. She gets the second one to fall. So for the confusion there, she had a shot, was fouled before the ball went in. They called the shot no count, and she got 2 free throws.
Gotcha, okay. Oh, wait, no, they did not. I believe actually what happened was, I believe Timko got the shot to go. However, off the ball, there was a shove that put Pelicano on the line. So Pelicano got the 1 and 1, and Timko's shot counted. So that is why now the score went from 9 to 13 like that. So that
a
4 points,
play.
right? 4-point play for Methacton right there.
That's
so
costly.
That is a big tempo change right there.
Fans not happy about that call. It looked like
not.
Magazzolo traveled. However, the ref says the ball was moving from hand to hand. Penjuk pulls up off her mark.
Great hustle right there by Marty, making sure they cannot get that offense. We're going to put it right back up. You want to get the ball. Right now, Methacton, they're playing hard right now. They got the confidence after that and one.
They've cut the lead down to 10. Penjuk pulls up.
Ooh.
Jumper's good.
These shots now from Methacton, the shots that were not falling in the first quarter, they're falling now. The Rams, they got to start scoring. They cannot be just letting the ball go around. They got to get some good shots going.
Olsen drives. She gets stuffed by Hargrove and Penjuk. They find Brocketh. Lays it up and under.
And just like
this
that,
Methacton offense is finally looking like the Methacton offense that we know.
They found the life that they've had all year, and it's Olsen now. Good drive.
Tiffin with the ball on the perimeter.
The intensity just like that now is picked up for the Warriors, and they are all over the Rams right now. Off ball, that's perfect. Off ball defense is the defense that helps them win. Preventing the passes going through, that's going to help them right now.
Rams trying to refine their rhythm on offense.
And they honestly, right now, they look lost out there. They have not expected, now that I've just noticed now, Methacton now switched to a man-to-man. Ever since they've switched to that man-to-man, they're all over the Rams right now.
And Backrath called for a push. The Rams will get to inbound the ball.
That quick switch by Methacton, just like that, switching to a man-to-man, now putting the pressure on the ball handler for the Rams. It's causing turnovers, and I think this is a genius move by Methacton.
23-17, 1:04 left to play. The Rams lead.
That's a
They
shot Marty's
need
got
a
to take right
basket.
there. She should have taken that shot.
I agree. Magazzolo. Back to Tiffin.
Very long possession by the Rams, almost hitting a minute now, just trying to work the ball around. The defense is just everywhere. Listen to the Methacton bench.
Marty drives. Flips it out to Olsen. Marty can't get the ball.
Oh, she had that shot. She didn't look to see.
Man.
That's twice now she's had a clean look. Rams is almost over a minute and a half possession right now.
Oh, Penjuice
wow.
with the block. 19 seconds left, 23-17. The Rams trying to find something. They could not. And then Penju comes up, puts the exclamation
Number
point on
10
top.
of the district for a reason right there. Nick that was almost a 2-minute possession that wasn't. This possession is still going, but this is the longest possession I've personally seen.
Sullivan deciding not to pull up. The Rams need to
watch
get a
their
last
time.
second shot off. Olsen.
She's got to take that
to
herself.
Magazzolo. Oh, Olsen can't get it to
Wow.
fall. Tiffin tries to tip it back in.
Unbelievable.
And that
One
is
possession.
the end of the first half. 23-17. The Warriors offense came alive. We will be back with more second half action as we turn it up to the studio for analysis of the first half.
Hey everybody, welcome to halftime. It's not that cold in the studio, but I'm wearing the swag anyway. Hope you like the hat. See this RCTV coverage. Well, welcome to the halftime show. Along with Dave Pence, I'm Bill Kolb. And Dave, we thought we were going to have a blowout, but it ended up a lot closer than we thought it was going to be.
It certainly did. 20-4 after that first quarter. Everything going right for Springford. Forced a lot of turnovers. They had 2 steals early going, 4 blocks, and it was all defense for Springford in that early going. Like I said, they were scoring 20 points, and Methacton couldn't get anything going. Springford just suffocated them. And then the tides turned in the second quarter.
Yes, they did. And I took some notes, and we're talking about that first quarter, Dave. Springford right off the bat with their 3-pointers. They were 2 for 3 in the first quarter there. 3 for 4, with Marty hitting 2. And then also Tiffin hitting 1. So they did come out on fire. And they also came out pressing right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, their defense, they came out, they set the tone early. And Methacton looked out of sorts. They didn't know how to handle the pressure. They were kind of lobbing the ball. They weren't real crisp. And, Springford capitalized. And then come out, they looked very sluggish in the start of the second. They only scored 3 points in the second quarter, Springford. And Methacton outscored them 13-3. Methacton turned it on, found their rhythm offensively. And I'm sure right now, Coach McDaniel, he's in there. I'm sure it's not a pleasant locker room at this point in time.
Definitely not. And as you said, again, just a real bad showing there in the third quarter. It almost looked like, in a sense, Dave, that Springford's offense was content with that big lead, and they got out of sync real quick, while Methacton was just slowly creeping back. And by that time, Springford was just completely out of their offense and their rhythm.
Right, and in the first quarter, Springford only had 2 turnovers. And then so then Methacton's defense kind of ramped it up a little bit. They had 4 turnovers. You could see they also had 3 steals Methacton in that second quarter, along with several block shots. So Methacton, you know, sometimes you have to give credit to the other team, and I think Methacton was able to, you know, answer the call and make this game much closer than what it is. Now Springford's lead is only down to 6.
Now, you talk about turning it around, and I do want to give Methacton credit, but I also want to say, and you know, we're watching just like all of you at home right here in the studio, and one of the things, Dave, I put down right here, Olsen's first shot wasn't almost until the end of the first quarter. You actually turned to me, you're like, Olsen has not, she's only shot one shot. She hasn't shot a shot. And she made that little one in the lane there. So, you know, right off the bat, and I was telling you, how important is it for Springford's offense to attack? Because we were sitting there watching, and Methacton came out in a 1-3-1 zone, and they got they got 3 girls who can flat out get to the hole with Olsen, Tiffin, and then also Marty, who can get to the hole, and they weren't doing that.
Yeah, they looked tentative. And like I said, you know, we talked about Lucy. I have in my notes, she didn't get a first shot until 6 minutes into this game, and you know, she was able to hit a runner in the lane. She ended up with 4 points. Tiffin ended up with 6 points, and Marty, she had 2 threes and 2 foul shots, so she ended up with 8 points. And that's pretty much been the whole scoring, is just those 3. And Alisane Droney added some points as well. They just need to move the ball. And Hudak also did a nice job of coming off the bench, that inside threat. And we saw there, Springford after a timeout, you could see they actually ran a play for Olsen, but Olsen looked a little tentative, didn't look comfortable taking it to the rack. But I want to see her taking some drives inside. She did there at the end of the game. Unfortunately, wasn't able to cash in, but they need to attack the rim, attack the basket, starting off this second half. And
that's what you need to do against the zone. I mean, everybody, you know, it's classic. When you play against the zone, your guards need to attack and either A, finish those drives if they give it to you, or they need to kick it out. And as we said, you know, they did a nice job with the 3-pointers. They were three for 6 in that first half, while Methacton was 0 for 2. But, you know, going back, Dave, we were saying their offense right now, you know, just being a little critical of that, you know, even though they scored 20 and they came out, but their offense is starting at the 3-point line. They seem to be passing it constantly in the perimeter. How important is it to try to establish themselves down low or establish an offense in the lane?
Yeah, and you can see they tried to get Hudak the ball several times down low, and she's been effective. She's gone to the line once, made both her free throws, had another inside move that was real good. They just need to feed her. And if she doesn't have anything, she's going to be able to kick it out to Marty, Tiffin, or Olsen on the perimeter, and they're going to get a good look and hopefully be able to capitalize. But I think they still need to come out. I think they need to press. I think they need to pressure them. Methacton really didn't do a good job of handling the pressure early in that first quarter. They settled down a little bit in that second quarter, but I think, you know, Springford needs to come out and play their way, and that's defensively, and really put the pressure on the Methacton ball handlers.
Yeah, and as you said, Methacton, even though Springford, again, with those 6 turnovers, Methacton had those 6 turnovers, and you mentioned it right off the bat. In that first quarter, they were not allowing Methacton to get their set. I mean, they just were basically completely out of sync right there, and almost hardly getting a shot with those first over turnovers, and just, in a sense, throwing it up every once in a while. So how important is it, Springford, again, you think they're going to come out and press maybe in that second half again?
Oh, absolutely. I think they will. And in that first quarter, I don't think Methacton had one real good shot at all. They had some really highly contested shots. You know, Springford defenders were all over them, hands in their face. They didn't have any open looks, and that kind of changed a little bit more ball movement, a little bit more patience from Methacton. And again, Springford's going to come out. They're going to really put the pressure on. They're going to get after it. And I'm sure Coach McDaniel is really, you know, going to emphasize that here at the half. And Springford, I'm looking for them to come out and really get after it in this second half.
I totally agree with you. I think they're not going to take that for granted, that lead again. They're going to come out in attack mode. And I think the difference between that first half and the second half is he's not going to let them take that gas off the pedal. He's going to get that lead until it balloons where he feels comfortable enough to get those subs in. But Dave, you mentioned the defense there, and we know that's Springford's MO. They had 4 blocks in that half, with 3 in the first quarter there. So they were all over the place. So like you said, how important is it for Springford's defense to basically set up that offense? Because basically their defense is turning it into their offense most of the time.
Yeah, and with that defense and with the steals and with the turnovers, Springford really hasn't had many fast breaks. They haven't transitioned fast to the offensive end. Everything's been a half-court set for Springford. So I'd like to see that defense lead them to some easy transition points and some fast breaks and get the momentum back on their side here starting the third quarter.
Well, we're going to see if they can do that in the third quarter. Thanks, Dave. We're going to head back up and hand it back off to Brandon and Nick. So, enjoy that second half. Let's go Rams.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. So when I met Narnese, she started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Hello everyone and welcome back to the second half here at Springford Area School District. The Springford Rams are leading the Methacton Warriors 23-17. We're about to start the second half here. And Brandon, get us a little bit of information here about the first half.
Well, the first quarter started with the Rams just all over the Warriors. And in the second quarter, it looked to be the same exact story as the first. But then Methacton in the final, I'd say 4 or 5 minutes, they just got the confidence in their shot. And that final possession, it was about 90 seconds. The Rams did not score 1 point. They possessed the ball that entire 90 seconds. Methacton was all over the ball right there. Let's see if they can keep that defense up here in the second half.
Methacton sticking to man-to-man here.
That seemed to work for them in the final.
Sullivan tries to wrap it around. However, she cannot get the layup to fall. And the Warriors will bring this one into Springford territory.
There's Marty back at there, right up in the face.
That pass broken up by Magazzolo. Yep. However, refs are saying there's a shove, and Methacton will get the ball under the basketball net.
Hargrove had that foul called on her twice in the first half, and like I said, these refs, they're going to call that every single time. Whether you make contact or not, you're right behind her, it looks like you're pushing into her, they're going to call that.
Oh, yeah. It's just an easy call.
Yeah, it is.
Penjuk using that frame there, boxing out, and it ends up with another Methacton ball.
Sullivan trying to fight for that ball. Just slipped out of her hands at the last second. Methacton getting another chance at getting another shot up.
Inbounds to Hargrove. Out to Penjuk. Finds Tornado in the middle, who flips it up and gets it to fall.
As you see right there, they're straying away now, and I think what it's looking like, they're straying away from Timko.
Marty with the three off her mark. Sullivan able to get the rebound.
That's what I was saying. They're straying away from Timko. Maybe trying to think Springford be like, oh, maybe they're not going to go to Timko. And all of a sudden, maybe they can go right to her next possession.
Sullivan sets. Can't get it to fall. There would be a push. Springford ball.
Some nice shots in the to start the second half by the Rams. Just showing that the confidence is still there. They're going to take all these open shots all day, and if they don't fall, they don't fall. What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. Allison Hazlitt checks into the game for the Warriors. And Olsen drives for the Rams, lays it off to Sullivan.
That's
and
movement
Marty,
right there.
She is short.
Marty got used a little bit more legs in that shot right there. Kind of just more upper body than it was bended the knees. And that's just why. That's twice now tonight as I noticed that she's just a little ahead of herself when she's shooting the ball. Just a little short on that one.
And how about Coach McDaniels?
What is there to say about that man that we have not already said? Energetic 24/7 throughout the game. You rarely see him sitting down on that bench as he is always vocal and he is always in the game. He's everywhere, very invested especially tonight in this very big game.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, he's just a great coach. You know, he's uplifting his team. You can see him talking to them, trying to calm them down. When they had that 90-minute possession, or not, excuse me, 90-second possession,
Right
where they
there.
were just back and forth, trying to move the ball, trying to find the open person. He was just reminding them, hey, look, stay calm. We're fine.
That's great. And Lucy Olsen right there, nice drive, finally getting a basket for the Rams. It has been a little bit since we've seen a basket for them. Nice sign right there.
25-21, the Rams lead the Warriors. There is a foul called, however, and the Warriors will receive the ball under their own under the basket.
Hudak going to check in now for Magazzolo, trying to get that height back in there for the Rams.
Spring forward setting up in a 3-2 zone. Hudak gets a hand on it.
Little scramble on the ground right there.
Yeah. She gets it. Arrow facing for Methacton.
Since Springford got the ball at the start off the half, Methacton now has that possession there. Now it's going to go back to Springford for the next jump ball.
Timko wide open for three.
That is.
She's opening up the second half.
I would say that's her spot, but honestly, anywhere around the perimeter is her spot. I mean, tonight, that was her first made shot from outside the perimeter. Springford now they know that she's on. They got to get up in her face now.
Sullivan up and in.
Responding right back.
27-24.
Saying, you want that confidence? You're not going to have it. We're going to get right back at you.
This one has all of a sudden become very close.
Now we're seeing that high-class offense now by both of these teams on display.
Hargrove with the ball. Flips it out. Rams able to get a hand on that one.
That tip almost worked out for Methacton right there, but.
And Tiffin in the scramble on the ground, able to get the ball. It will be Rams ball.
A lot of contact on that, forcing the Rams to the ground. However, no whistle, but they do get the ball with the jump ball. So now the possession there will now go back to Methacton.
Olsen crosses half court. Hands it off to Sullivan.
That pass should have waited a little bit longer for Marty going for that cut.
Tiffin drives.
It's a nice drive right there.
Be fouled.
Very nice drive, a little spin move. Get that foul. Now they got to get these 2 points on the line. Free throws now in a close game like this, very critical for both sides.
Tiffin makes the first.
The Rams tonight, clearly they were shooting better at the line. They got to keep that up in this half. Like I said, at the end of the day, free throws are going to matter.
And the second, 2 swishes in a row for Tiffin.
Very nice.
29-24, the Rams lead with 4:53 left to play. Timko flips it out to Penjuk. Warriors cross half court.
Got to hit that lane. Watch the hands.
Great ball movement here from the Warriors. We didn't see this in the first quarter.
They were, yes, exactly. They were trying to more establish the ball, establish their vocal point right there. Which is the post game, so we're seeing it right there. Now we're seeing the ball pass around the perimeter, working it out more. Like I said, a lot of more tempo is going towards Methacton in this half.
Methacton finally found their offensive rhythm, and they put the Rams on their heels a little bit. 29-26. That one called off of Sullivan's knee, and a big, big break for Methacton.
Again, just now we're seeing why they are top 10 in the entire district in defense. Rams 3, no shots down at Springford. They've played some exceptional defense, but now they have to show Methacton, hey, we're better than you at defense. We got to show you that. There it is right there.
Great block from Tiffin. Marty lays it up and in. 31-26.
Nice coast-to-coast drive by Marty right there. Nice defensive play, finishing at the rim.
Full court press by the Rams. Timko brings it across half court.
They've now strayed away from the trap as they're looking to man up now. They've been switching between the zone and man here in this third quarter. Interesting to see what they can do for the rest of the game.
Hazlitt with the ball. Timeout called. We'll be back shortly after this break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
We're back here, and as we were away, we were talking about the Rams. You know, they're a little banged up. Olivia Olson is back from her ankle and elbow injury, and Goodrich had knee surgery.
We're glad to see that it was a successful surgery. However, yeah, she will be done for the year, which is a shame. But she is a Kutztown commit, so we hope that she has a very bright future there. Very talented ball player. We hope nothing but the best for Goodrich in her future.
Ball and volleyball player. She's a multi-sport varsity athlete.
All around, just amazing athlete.
Oh, yeah. Spring forward, looking to extend the lead as Olson has the ball on the perimeter.
As we see now, Allison Hazlitt checked in, I believe, during that break. It's a nice
Jumper
shot
a little
right there.
short. Hudak with the rebound. Out to Tiffin for three. What a shot.
Just the hustle for the Rams tonight has created so many opportunities, and that was a clear example right there. Getting the offensive rebound, kicking it out, clean-looking three, nothing but net.
That was beautiful. And Timko looking to strike back off her mark. Hazlitt with the rebound for the Warriors. Push.
Timko, she wanted to get back for that miss right there. Draws the foul. Methacton getting the ball into their own rim right now.
The Rams showing flashes of themselves from the first half. However, they've not been able to find complete rhythm on offense.
What they need to do now, they need to completely show flashes for the entire rest of the game now of their just exceptional defense. And their offense has, I think their offense has been better, I think, in the second half compared to that end of second quarter shamble that they had. But I think overall they've done very good on the offensive end. Defensive end, got to improve a little bit.
Olsen Euro steps.
Wow.
Can't lay it up and in. Tornado comes away with the ball for the Warriors. 3v1. She goes up, can't get it to fall in.
Ooh, risky pass right there. Risky pass by Hudak.
It's all right. Olsen ends up with the ball. And spring forward with the timeout. You know, Brandon, this game has just all of a sudden become very fast-paced, and it's very interesting to see the flow of the game, you know.
Honestly, at first I thought this game's going to be a blowout for the Rams. It's not what I expected. I was expecting a hard, just big, colossal battle, and now it's living up to that hype right now, and I love to see these games. And I love watching these games right now, just back and forth. Those are the games that you just love to watch.
Oh, yeah, where every possession is a scoring possession.
Exactly. And the thing that I would love to see more, and that we're seeing it more in the second half, is that just defense creating opportunities for the offense. We're seeing that from both sides tonight, and honestly, it's just been great basketball in the second half.
And for the Rams to have success in this second half, what do they need to do?
Honestly, they need to get their shot. They're focusing more on passing the ball around. They need to focus more on getting better looking shots. Now, they're doing great on the offensive rebound side, creating the shots, but they need to work on driving and then maybe kicking that ball out instead of taking up those layups. Let's see what they do, though.
Sullivan drives, flips it to Hudak, and she will get the and one. She's pretty happy about that one.
I would be happy right there. That was a perfectly executed. Coach McDaniels had to draw that up. I mean, that was just amazing. Hudak with a perfect cut at the perfect time, getting the great pass, getting it up and one. Big play right there by the Rams.
And Hudak is a varsity and junior varsity player. She plays most of the varsity game, and then, or most of the JV game, excuse me, and then a lot of the varsity game.
She is getting a lot of quality minutes tonight in a big game like this. That's good to see that a player like Hudak getting the minutes on both sides, showing that, you know, she's got to be very good to do both of them.
Marty moving those feet off of Tim Coe's feet. That's a huge turning point for the Rams.
That is,
maybe
and
something
honestly,
they can rally around.
What Springford capitalized in the first half, which was perfect, was the turnovers by Methacton. When Methacton was turning the ball over multiple times, they kept doing it consistently because the Rams realized they're not confident in their passes. So maybe the Rams can capitalize on that right now. Let's see what they do now.
It's interesting now. Methacton still looking like it's actually looking like a zone, and they stopped full court pressing.
I believe, yeah, I believe they're actually switching in between plays, like between offensive and defensive plays. They're switching. That just shows the great core communication between the players, switching from a zone to a man. That's very hard to do with the loud benches and crowd, especially in an away game from Methacton. I think they're doing that very good communicating.
Tornetta finds Hazlitt. Hargrove driving, and she's blocked.
She's going to use that mismatch right there. Not known to shoot that ball from the perimeter, knowing her own skill set, driving, using she's a little bit bigger than some of the Rams out there, that she's going to use her body to just get in the lane, try to draw the foul, but she got a nice dish. Now Methacton at the line for 2.
Backrath at the line. She shoots, makes one. And makes 2.
I said the free throws, both sides going to be crucial. You got to take advantage of when you're at the line.
36-30, 53 seconds left. Allison Journey flips it out to Marty, and the Rams looking to set up some offense here. Marty drives.
Look at that.
Can't get the good bounce.
Great drive, though, by Marty. I like this shot, but like I said earlier, if you got the drive, it was a clean look, but if you got that drive, maybe you look to see if you have an open player on the perimeter, maybe see if you can get 3 points instead of 2, but overall, great drive by Marty. Just couldn't finish it.
Sullivan ends up with the ball. Another defensive rebound for the Rams. Tiffin finds Hudak. Hudak stuffed, but she gets hit in the face, and the Rams will have the ball.
That call was not a fan favorite among the people here. Hazlitt thought she had all ball on that. Refs just thought otherwise, giving the whistle right there to Hudak.
Hudak will head to the line. The refs determine a shooting foul. Hudak can't hit the first.
These are crucial now in a tight game like this. Just one play can change a game, and these are free throws that can help a team pull away, and you got to hit these.
Hudak swish.
Very nice right there. You're getting that second shot to go, making up for missing that first one.
22 seconds left. Full court press.
Pump pressure on that ball, laying back a little bit. Very nice to see. A little bump by Marty.
Drive. Can't get it to fall, but Hargrove will head to the line as it is a shooting foul.
Hargrove, like I said, using that body, just establishing that, hey, I'm bigger than you. I'm going to use this to my advantage. Quick on her feet, too, getting around the defenders, getting that foul. See if she can get these at the line.
Can't get the first one to fall. The clock stops with 7.2 seconds. The Rams have a 7-point lead, 37-30.
That's a lot of time for the Rams. If I'm the Rams right now, I'm thinking I want to get this ball at half court right around 4 seconds, maybe get a nice 3 at the end of the quarter.
Allison Journey with the rebound. And there's the 4-second drill. Marty, pull up. Buzzer beater! What a shot from Marty.
Couldn't call it better myself. Did exactly what I said for them to do. That was just beautiful execution right there by the Rams.
That's classic Marty. Come on.
That is classic Marty.
What do you expect?
That was just a beautiful shot by Marty.
Oh my goodness. What a way to end the third quarter. We will be back with fourth quarter action in a little bit.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. because love has no labels.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
40-30, the Rams lead the Warriors. Fourth quarter is about to start. Timko inbounds.
Great way to end that quarter right there by the Rams. Marty, honestly, doing exactly what I said the Rams needed to do for that ending. Getting that 3 ball, getting the confidence going into this final quarter.
Yeah, that was a great, great end to quarter 3 for the Rams. That's how you end on a high right there.
It was Hargrove, again, getting that foul. I believe they might have called that on the floor. I guess they did call it on the floor.
Penjuk to inbound the ball for the Warriors. Finds Timko.
Timko not being the vocal point that she usually is.
Timko. No, that is Timko.
Yes, Timko, you're correct.
Yeah.
Timko not being the vocal point that we know she can be in any other games. That just shows how great the defense the Rams have shown tonight, and that just shows right there another steal by the Rams.
Marty, give and go action from Sullivan.
Oh, catches shoot a little ahead of herself right there.
Hudak gets a lucky break.
That was a 50-50 call right there, and
that was a 50-50
the home
call,
crowd loving it, the away crowd not as much right there, but Marty on that corner shot a little ahead of herself right there. She has that confidence from that 3-pointer. She's going to be pulling that shot anytime though.
Olsen with a little slip up on the inbound. However, Hudak was there.
Olsen thought about that 3 right there.
Looked like she had a little happy feet. Marty.
There's Marty again. Marty again, just a little. She's got the confidence though, and it's going down a little bit now. Those 2 misses, but she wants that 3 ball to keep going in. That one just a little too light on that one. Maybe next time a little bit more.
Timko crosses half court.
Watch
picks up her dribble, and Allison Droney almost with the steal. Penjuk drives, can't get it to fall. And the Rams looking like the first quarter team we saw.
Just great ball movement. Heads are up, going on, looking for fast breaks. It's just great basketball right there.
Sullivan finds Hudak down below.
Maybe some of the Rams keep working on right now. Maybe send some screens, a little pick and roll action.
I'd like to see some pick and roll, Brandon.
I think that could work, especially Hudak using her size of the advantage right there. Maybe using that.
There it is. McDaniel's calling up plays.
We know Coach Mick, always vocal, always into it. Will always help his team out whenever they need it.
There's Hudak, up and in.
Perfect execution right there. Maybe Mick told him a little secret play that Methacton might not have known. Who knows? But great finish by the Rams. Oh, almost got a steal.
Penjuk driving.
Marty was just all over Penjuk on that drive right there. Not letting Penjuk get any separation with her. The step back, Marty's right there. The drive, Marty's right there. Ball goes out of bounds, Methacton ball.
Yeah, Brandon, you know, this is just the suffocating defense again from the Rams. I don't know if it's the Rams defense playing better or if the Warriors offense is not playing as well as they were in the second quarter.
I think it's a case of both right there. I think, honestly, the Rams defense is playing how they should. There's a little miscommunication with the refs. It's going to be Methacton ball, but it's the case of both. I think Methacton's offense a little lackluster here in the second half. Rams defense are doing great.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in. Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
42-30, 5:45 left to play. The Springford Rams are leading the Methacton Warriors. Methacton will have the ball to start here.
As you were saying right before the break, it was just a case of great defense by the Rams and just a little poor offense here in this second half by Methacton, helping this lead out right now for the Rams. See if they can maintain it.
Rams with the full court press. Hargrove right into the basket. And Hudak will get called for a foul. She gets up in the air. Hargrove goes into her. It's going to get called every time.
Yep. Very happy that no injuries happened right there. Those are plays that anything could happen on that. But Hargrove was calling for that ball the entire possession. A little late on the pass, but she did get the foul. Got 2 from the line now.
Hargrove can't hit the first.
These are critical misses. I think we're looking at 6 or 7 misses by Methacton here from the free throw line. This could easily be a 5-6 point game right now, but they're looking at a double-digit deficit. They got to get these free throws.
Hargrove gets the second one to fall, and like you said, Brandon, you know, free throws they're crucial to this game.
I mean, honestly,
3 points.
Methacton's been playing that 50-50 ball from the free throw line. That's not going to win them games, especially against a Springford team that'll make them pay for that and honestly put them on the line.
Olsen looking to set up a play here. Hands it off to Sullivan.
Little given screen. I like that action right there. Very nice, setting up some big opportunities.
Abby Boyer checking in for the Rams. She's a varsity regular. And Olsen sees the lane, drives through it, puts it up for a layup. That's beautiful
Honestly,
court vision.
just the slight tilt of the head made Methacton think she's going to dish that ball. She's taking that ball all herself into the lane.
Timko tries to hit a jumper. No good. Abby Boyer with the rebound for the Rams.
Boyer, one of the smallest players on the court right now, getting that rebound. You love to see that happen.
3 sophomores on the court for the Rams, a young team.
That just shows the depth of that McDaniels thinks that he has in his team, actually that he knows that he has in his team.
Marty corner 3.
Oh,
hits.
Beautiful.
Everything is going right for this Rams offense. 47-31, 4:15 left to play.
That's what I was saying, though. McDaniels just very confident in his team in a big game like this, putting in his younger players, showing that he has confidence in them and they can finish this game, win this game for the Rams. It's showing right now.
Travel on the Methacton Warriors. Another turnover. Wow, this has just been a total tale of 2 sides.
It honestly has. And Marty going to check out now, get a nice little applause from the crowd, putting a lot of hustle tonight on the offensive and defensive end.
The Rams with 4 sophomores on the court. Doesn't that sound crazy?
I mean, that is insane to think. And
Boyer, 3, in and out.
That would have been a great start to her coming into this game. Would have been a nice 3.
You know, that ball had good rotation, too.
It did. It looked like it was going just in and out.
Boyer picks up her dribble.
Gotta watch that back foot right there. Got away with one right there.
And the Rams controlling the ball.
Got a dribble.
Maybe thinking about pulling up from deep.
Thought about it. I mean, that would have got the crowd going. That was interesting tactic. I guess just killing some time right there.
Time. Hudak, the ball goes through her hands, flips it out to Olsen. Finds Hudak.
It is crazy to think that Lucy Olsen, sophomore, one of the top players for the Rams right now. It just shows that the future is bright for the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about that for pretty much any sport. The future for the Rams, it looks so good right now. Just look at that. Just oh wow.
Broken ankles. Wow.
That caught me off guard right there.
Wow.
But just showing that a sophomore leading a team, you love to see that happen.
Tornetta getting a little frustrated, as I would be too.
I would be
Grabs
too.
the arm of
Almost
Boyer.
over a minute possession right there, just killing the clock. And I think Methacton now just realized that they're going to try to run this clock out.
Timeout. We'll be right back after the short break.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back. Tiffin to inbound the ball for the Rams. Finds Boyer in the corner. A little high for Hudak.
Hudak, honestly, I think that pass might have been going.
To the line for two.
Might have been going to Sullivan right there, but Hudak said, "That's my ball. I want to get to the line. I want to get these points for my team." Might have stole that pass right there, but let's see if she can get these points on the line. Just extend this lead that they got right now.
47-31, 2:29 left to play. Hudak looking at a chance to add 2 to the score for the Rams. However, announcer's curse, she does not make the first.
The rotation was there, just a little bit more arc on that one, just a little bit more, and it'll be nothing but net. See if she can do it on the shot.
The Hudak has been a force in tonight's game.
The Hudak. When you say that, you got to emphasize the V in that. Coach make a little late on that timeout right there, as the ball was already being scuffled by both teams. Methacton going to get that ball and see maybe if they can get their offense going. Maybe a quick 3 right here, maybe get it back in the game.
Some great defense from the Methacton Warriors there. You know, triple team didn't see it coming.
I think I noticed with the stat lines right now, I believe Methacton has no more timeouts left, if I see that correctly.
Pelicano flips the ball out to Penjuk. Timko into Hargrove and off
Just
her
ahead of
feet.
herself right there. The presence of the Hudak making the ball. Now you got me saying it now. making Handgrove just dribble that right off her knee, and Springford now going to get the ball back, try to kill this clock a little bit more.
Interesting now, Methacton opts to go with the full court press. Olsen slices through it easily.
Thing now is that the Rams got to move off ball.
Tiffin with the body fake.
Ah.
That pass intercepted.
See now, Methacton, they got to move on the ball right now. Not a lot of time left. They got to move quick.
Tornetta in the corner, drives, can't get it up and in.
That ball got the lucky bounce.
Pelicano will head to the line for 2.
Lucky bounce right there from Pelicano. See, these, honestly, if these free throws would have went in early from Methacton, this game could be a single-digit lead. However, like I said, in the end of the game, that's going to cost the team. As now Marty going to check the game. That's going to cost the team a game, and it's honestly, it's costing Methacton right now.
Tiffin checks out, and Marty comes back in.
Just adding another ball handler, it looks like, to the mix for the Rams, just trying to dribble this ball out. Got a little over 90 seconds left in the game. No need to put up shots, no need to put up some dumb passes. Just dribble the ball out, run this game, close it out.
Pelicano makes both. 47-33 the score. 1:37 left to play. Rams ball.
Through the hands of Marty right there, however. The defense by Timko forced that ball out. It's going to be Rams ball once again.
Sullivan inbounds to Olsen. Hargrove trips, and Olsen just runs the 90-second drill.
There's Hudak in the lane saying, I want this layup right now. Let me get the game more. She's still clapping for it. She wants that ball. Yeah. But the Rams
Timeout called by Coach McDaniels. We will be back after the short break.
So,
she's
kind of
jumping
new
around.
Here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back, RCTV. 124 left to play in this one. 47-33. The Rams lead. Gosh, I cannot speak tonight.
Little tongue twister right there.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting setup here.
Honestly, it was I had 3 choices to get the ball to, and they get it to Magazzolo's, and now it looks like they're going to get their ball handlers out there just trying to run this clock out. It's a little over a minute now. Ooh.
Magazzolo fouled. The Rams will get the ball.
I believe they'll be at a 1-and-1, if I'm correct.
I think you would be correct.
Yes, they are going to get the 1-and-1. So Magazzolo, there's no pressure on these free throws. It is a 14-point game, but
it would be nice to have them.
16 is better than 14 when it comes to the standard. So if she can hit both, it'd be nice.
SpongeBob taught you well.
He did. He did very well.
Magazzolo makes the first. 48-33. I keep saying Lambs. Gosh, every game is going to be something different.
It's all right.
She can't hit the second.
She got that one, though, so that 1 point does help out the Rams extend their lead to 15 now. See, the Warriors need a shot to get it, and it's not going to fall. Yep.
Off the knee of Hudak, apparently.
So if I'm Methacton, I'm looking for a quick 3. Maybe you go to Timko. That's really the only.
Timko's been pretty quiet tonight. The
She
Rams
has
shut her down.
Exactly. I think Marty and Olsen have done an amazing job tonight, shutting down the top performer in Timko.
Well, there she gets the ball in her sweet spot. She decides to drive, puts it up, and lays it in.
Take the quick, easy points. I think now they got to get on the ball right now. They can't be sagging off like that.
Olsen just crossing up Penjuk left and right.
Saying you can reach all you want. I'm getting right past you.
It's not even a competition. Sullivan.
Got to get out. There you go.
Finds Hudak.
Get out of the corner. Got out of the corner. There you go.
To Sullivan.
Nice backdoor cut. Got tipped.
Olsen magically ends up with the ball. She's everywhere, man.
Honestly, if there's a little magnet in her hand, I would not be surprised with that. She's gotten a lot of those 50 balls today.
Oh, yeah. Sullivan with the ball.
Listen, now he's going to dribble it out. You got to get out from half court.
This is just, this is the 30-second rule. 7 seconds left. 48-35 will be the final score for tonight. The Rams get another win, improving to 13-2 on the season. What an epic run it's been. 9-game win streak. We'll head up to the studio for a second half and full game analysis. For Brandon Sink, I'm Nick Elsner. Thank you to our RCTV crew here tonight. This broadcast would not be possible without them. Enjoy your night, everyone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio in RCTV. The Rams victorious tonight, beaten up on those Methacton Warriors. So they did make those adjustments, Dave, in the second half.
Yeah, much better. Offensively, defensively, they were very consistent. We talked about how are they going to come out in the full court press. They didn't necessarily. They picked them up in the half court set. Defense was terrific. They were able to good helping defense and really limited Methacton in that fourth quarter. Methacton, they were only able to get 5 points in the fourth quarter. So the defense was very tight, very stingy for the Rams.
Yeah, and we talked, basically it was almost a repeat from the first quarter in their third quarter. They scored 20 in the first quarter, lightened it up, and they came out pretty strong with 17, a couple of three-pointers there, in that the third quarter with Marty and Tiffin hitting the threes right away. So they jumped out pretty nice. Now, both teams were battling, though, because Methacton scored 13. It was 17-13, Springford's advantage, but they did at least come out very aggressive.
Yeah, that third quarter they certainly did. They were able to get a couple fast breaks like we talked about at halftime, get that pressing defense and let it lead to some easy buckets rather than always having to go to that half-court set. And, good shooting by Marty. Tiffin did a nice job, although Tiffin got herself in a little bit of foul trouble, picked up her 4th foul early in that second half. But fortunately for the Rams, they had a comfortable lead, and it really didn't matter at that point that she was sitting on the bench. And, they got some good play off the bench. We talked about Hudak and how she really could be the key to a deep run in the districts and state playoffs, because they're going to need her size inside for the Rams defense.
Yeah, definitely. And we kind of made notes here as we were taking notes, I'm sure as you was at home. Marty, again, coming out, she hit 2 threes in the first half, hit 2 threes in the second, and we were making note that, it looks, she missed badly on 3 of those, but she did hit her 3s. So she led all scorers tonight for Springford with 16. Do you think that's a lot of the case with Marty and some of these other role players, as you said, Hudak, Tiffin, and everything else? Other teams are going to focus maybe on Olsen, maybe a little bit more too on Tiffin. So that opens it up for the rest of the girls.
Yeah, absolutely. I think any team coming in to play the Rams, they are going to focus on Olsen, and it's going to be key that Olsen can penetrate, maybe kick it out, maybe dump inside to Hudak or Tiffin, and other players around her have to step up and make those shots, and we've seen it tonight. Good overall effort from the Springford Rams. They have some key games coming up. They play host to Boyertown, and also they travel to Owen J. Roberts, which is going to be a battle for that overall #1 seed in the Pioneer Athletic Conference. And we know first 2 teams in each division will get that first round bye. So that game will be very important coming up.
Oh, yes, they are. So tonight, just to recap, 48-35, Springford Rams beating those Methacton Warriors. Until next time, Dave Pence, Bill Culp, we'll see you in RCTV. Have a great night, everyone.